with the Exalt base race. And my personal takeaway is I should definitely go for Titan armor than earlier. It was an optional mission. No one really forced us like to go there. Too bad. Let's start again. Second wave, and let's see if we can get a couple of good rookies. Good part about which is Zarp made it to until the very last mission, so that was fun. And we had him in every mission. So let's take a look if we have some feasible recruits. That's an 80 average. I don't know. I mean, there's an 80 and a 75, which I like. Also, willpower is quite okay, but I miss like the 55 really. Thanks, Pagodin. It was, if you would know that season 1 was in month number 7, and I just screwed it up very close before we went into the temple ship, there's a certain irony. I mean, that was far as well, but I guess what I was about to say is we already have been further than that with the very first run. So I guess season 1 was month number 7. Season 2 was only month number 3, but we haven't lost anything. We just got screwed by not being able to launch enough satellites in season 2 at the end of month number 2. And this now is in season 3 we fucked ourselves with indestructible cover. There's always something that you learn each mission, each run. So 70, 75, 70, 65. I guess it's okay. But I'm already worried that this is going to be our sniper then again. I don't know, let's still have a try. Okay, if we go for this is the first map, we already know where the spawns are. So we can... That's one of the maps for the frequent viewers. I've said it often, but that's one of the maps where you can double dash at the beginning, because the first spawns will not be here or here. You generally want to avoid the left-hand side because these are long corridors, although the game suggests to go there because there's melt. That's of course bullshit. You want to first of all survive and second of all take the melt. Yeah, Pagodin, casualties in the first month are really nothing to be ashamed about. It's more the standard, let's put it this way. So one will be here, one will be up here, and one will be here. That's the standard positioning. They always will take it once you are rushing in. We want to go into positions 2A, fight all of them, so that these two are going to be our shooters, quote unquote. This is going to be the guy who throws the grenade, and I'll take him as the backup. So the idea here is to not destroy this wall because it will trigger just another pack, but instead try to get rid of as much cover as possible from the sectoids in the later part. That's unfortunately in this instance not possible without destroying the wall, so whatever. We need to take our chances. Sometimes there's another pack here, but you definitely want to get rid of the cover, elsewise you will not kill them anyways. This guy here will be shot first, because she's the only one who has a flanking bonus on him. This guy behind will be shot second, because he's closer to cover. Really? That's why I hate rookies with shitty aim. Okay, I rather take full cover instead of being super aggressive. So that guy now needs to go into cover. The classic double move. I would always do it if I would be a sectoid and would be the last one. It ensures that you have zero actions left, and it will definitely get you killed as well. Now let's give him a kill here, because he was the guy throwing the grenades. And let's try to give him a kill so we can get him a promotion as well. So all three of... so these two have a kill and he has a kill. She's the only one without a kill. Gotta keep this in mind, because we want everyone promoted at the end of this run.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's a taunting move, Pagodin. It's come on, come get me. That's kind of what the sectoid was trying to say with with just double moving.
Headed there now.
It's the suicidal dash of doom, so it will definitely get him killed.
I'm on the move. It's killing time.
Ready to rock.
Смена магазина.
Reload. Next up, we will take this room and take a solid flanking shot here. I am already under the perception that there is one pack here and one is up here. Don't want to trigger these. I much rather prefer to trigger them and then get them into a solid crossfire. But I guess let's see what we can do.
Вижу противника.
Alright, so these little buggers already took their cover. I am at this point in the game not so afraid to trigger a second pod, because there are only 8 aliens, and if we would trigger a second one, since we had a pot of 3, and that's another pot of 3, that would mean there are only 2 more left. Shortly need to go to the doorbell, and afterwards we fuck up these 3. Alright guys, I'm back. Thank you so much, Wingstra. So we now at this point in time, again, a little bit of a rule of thumb. We do have 3 explosives, and there is only like 1 more pack afterwards, so it's fine to even go for 2 explosives on them. First off, we want to make sure that all of their cover is removed, right? So that's kind of priority number 1. And with 2 grenades, we could even fully kill all 3 of them. 2 grenades for 3 sectoids is a trade that I would do any day of the week. Now, she was the one who hasn't had a kill so far, if I remember correct. Let's shortly take a look if this wouldn't trigger any pod.
Moving. Contact.
Of course, the game's mocking me. Now, we can't let her stand there. We knew that there would have been another pod, but I guess it was a little bit unlucky of us to trigger them right away. Instead, I want to, of course, end my turn into full cover. Now here's an advantageous aspect.
Will do.
I can just give him an easy kill. Or I'll just accept the fact that he's a retard, as any rookie is. So of course he will miss the 90% shot. That's the 3 sectoids down.
Граната пошла!
That's regular enemy within, definitely not long war, just a normal enemy within.
I'm on the move.
And I'll get her into full cover. They will now mind melt and afterwards take a shot, which means we have a 33%. Oh, they overwatch. That's interesting. That is indeed interesting. Not too shabby, dear sectoids, because if I will move her now, because this guy is on Overwatch, I can't move her into cover without provoking the Overwatch. That was a smart play. Let's try to kill the guy. Oh really? That's already triggering. Wow. Usually don't want to end up with someone who's already injured, but I guess we can't change it right now. So let's think this through. Even if we would remove his cover and aggressively move up here, that still means that this guy will be active. The other option is to now be defensive, hunker down, let them mind melt, and afterwards take advantage of it. And I think I'm going to do this. There's no Overwatch shot currently. The chances of us to kill them right away are rather slim, but the chances of us to get a nice flank next round are quite high. So I'm moving everyone out of line of sight, and respectively the guys that I want to be here, because she has the grenade, I'm going to hunker her down. He's in a pretty bad spot because all of this here is burning, so I'm going to move him out of line of sight as best as I can. Chances are that they are going to mind melt, and afterwards I'm just going to kill the mind melter.
It's raining death over here.
That's no problem here because she has nearly no chance of hitting me. He's on Overwatch though, so we should take this into mind. But this here will not trigger his Overwatch, but it will flank him. So I guess GG, little sectoid. Of course, come on.
Adjusting sights.
Alright. So if he's on Overwatch here, that unfortunately is not a flank, because he has some nice positioning here. That's for sure. So that will just be a low percentage shot, and usually you don't want to do just a low percentage shot against a sectoid. This here will trigger the Overwatch, and I don't want to give him any more shots on his Overwatch. So she's positioned quite well. I'm happy with it because he is now the only one who could take a shot, and he's in the open. So he needs to consider what exactly he's doing. He will probably move, and I'm still waiting for the mind melt to happen. Right. Okay, so that had been 2 shots, and I guess That's GG for them now, because I'll get a couple of flanking shots. E.g. her. Just said she's in a good position. Why, oh why is this always happening? Okay, so she could run up here and throw a grenade into any direction, even killing him. So we want to take the shots with the other guys first. He's in full cover. Shitty odds to hit him, but I'm still taking the shot. Was worth the try. I can kill him with a grenade. Can't really run up to this guy. And can't kill him either. The chances are very slim. I wish they would have suppression right now. That would be so cool. But I could lock him down, so that's just removing the cover. But I guess if I move here and throw the grenade, that'll be just close enough.
I'm on the move.
And she's out of line of sight as well.
Frag out.
And next turn I can just kill him. So the sectoid cannot move here because he would be in line of sight from her. And sectoids, if possible, the AI never ends its turn in a flanked position. So I'll hunker him down. I'm not going to overwatch in the hope that he's just attracting shots. This guy is now tempted. He just said, I was hoping he wouldn't have line of sight into half cover from here. But reality is that hope doesn't help you in XCOM. It just teases you.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, come on.
Could have played that a little bit better.
Commander to the research labs.
All of them should have a promotion, but 2 of them are now wounded.